Hello, I'm Brendan Anderson. I've been an educator and coach for the past 20 years. Growing up in Philadelphia in the 1980s, basketball was my favorite activity. In middle school, I would arrive an hour before school even started just to hoop. And I wasn't the only one. There were some great ball players who would come to school at 7 a.m. There was a lot of passion, dedication, and commitment being displayed coming that early. But that passion didn't always translate into the classroom. As I matriculated through high school, many of these top athletes disappeared from school. There were many tragic stories of losing student athletes to the streets. My track coach would always say the best athletes are on the street corners. That stuck with me through college and beyond. Being a student athlete myself, I wanted to support others in their athletic and career pursuits. Working with these student athletes, I quickly noticed they had many challenges academically. As I became a coach and a teacher, I noticed the student athletes disconnecting from school. The only thing that was keeping them around was sports. They were not motivated to learn. Students couldn't see the connection between school and their career pursuits. That motivated me to establish Empower You Network, where students learn about careers in the sports, music, and arts industries. They are introduced to industry professionals so they can learn the important career skills for success. I'm sure you've heard the old adage, you can bring a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. But as educators, we need to find out what makes students thirsty to learn. To influence people on a basic human level, it is important to understand their intrinsic motivation. Once we know what motivates them, we can use that as a carrot and expose them to information and opportunities that direct them towards creating reachable goals. As an educator, I have learned that many students want to become professional athletes and entertainers. While I worked at the Office of African American Male Achievement in Oakland School District, I conducted student listening campaigns, which asked students about their goals, dreams, and career pursuits. We surveyed students over 4 years and learned their top 5 career aspirations. As educators, we realize that those careers are highly competitive and the chances of success are slim. But how do we harness the students' interests while still teaching them the academic and life skills that will ultimately transfer to many career opportunities? Instead, as well meaning adults, we place limits on our students. Then we become dream killers by discouraging students from pursuing their aspirations. Yet we expect students to be just as interested in school. Super Bowl quarterback Cam Newton and music recording artist Fantastic Negrito share their experience with school as an athlete and a musician.
I'm living in this environment right now, but I also want to be an artist. I want to be a poet, but I don't have the means to necessarily, you know, do the right things at that particular point. So for me, I'm living a dream that I've always envisioned myself living when I was 8, 9, 10 years old. You know what I'm saying? I would always, write down on career days and stuff. I want to be a football player. But yeah, my teacher used to always say, yeah, but you can't put all your eggs in one basket. And I would, I remember coming in tears, telling her, like, I know I really want to be a football player. I'm going to be a football player. And so these are for the people who dream and believe that no matter what another person may say, they know what they want to be.
That it is very enticing, that street culture, especially opposed to school culture, where a lot of times our young people get bored, honestly.
Yeah, and I think that's the fault of the school system. Me, myself, personally, I don't know if people are going to throw tomatoes at me for saying that, but I think I was a kid who people wrote off. I was in reform school, continuation school. I was in juvenile hall. I grew up in foster care all throughout Oakland. So the system wrote me off a long time ago. And I think that there are good people who really cared about children. And once I came in contact with some of those people, like programs like Upward Bound, then my life changed. And it was the adults and the people who were teachers, and maybe not in the traditional sense of the school system, but they were role models and they were teachers. When they showed me that, look, man, we care and you have value. All these children out here have value, and it's up to us adults to help empower them and to shine that light.
The world has much to offer. So, how do students decide the right path for them? When educators connect through student interest, they capture their attention, which allows them to expose students to even more. This will expand their horizons. Students are more interested in learning in school when the content relates to their life. The only thing that limits us is our mind, which also includes letting in the limiting beliefs of others. We see the world through our lens, which is based on our orientation. The more perspectives we get, the more opportunities for growth. The more we experience, the more activities we can try and practice. Then, the more skills and talents we uncover. Our goals and dreams may shift over time, the more we learn about ourselves, but we have to make a path and test it. In the traditional design of classroom pedagogy, the teacher is at the center, and they use a one-size-fits-all approach. This traditional model generally yields two types of students, the compliant ones and the disengaged ones. Schools typically are here to teach students the basic skills to get a job, work for others. But what about teaching the skills to run their own business and build wealth? They say when you love what you do, you never work another day in your life. We can all reach our goals and dreams. People do it every day. However, there is a process. The foundation is knowing ourselves deeply. When we know who we are and what we like, our passions emerge. The more activities we try and practice, the more talents we develop. Eventually, our talents will add value to the world. In return, we will receive value from the world. As we work on our discipline, we sharpen our craft and add even more value. Our value grows even more by networking with others. At Empower You, we focus on the student-centered approach. In our philosophy, education is not about cramming information into the student's mind. It's about asking the right questions to pull the information out of their minds. We connect with students by using content that is relevant to them. Educators can develop individualized assignments based on students' preferences. Then students will be more engaged and motivated to build skills that they can apply to their own reality. We also know students learn best when collaborating with peers. Collaboration helps student engagement and fosters equity. Even with diverse content, students can work together to discuss ideas, share knowledge, and learn from each other. This is how we get students to take ownership of their education and connect to school for their best interests. The ultimate goal is for students to become lifelong learners. That happens when the content is relevant to their current and future pursuits. Then they invest and take ownership in their learning when they understand the implications to reaching their goals and aspirations. Many times, when students want to become professional athletes, entertainers, or artists, they are unaware of all the other careers that support those industries. Parents and educators can help by exposing students to successful professionals in the industries they covet. So they can not only learn what it takes to be successful, but they are also exposed to new careers in those industries. Students start to become more resourceful when they start researching those industries that interest them. Ultimately, we want to guide students to be resourceful in their academic and career pursuits. By exposing students to a variety of industry careers and professionals, they will learn that successful people have mentors. Then, students can start to seek mentors for themselves who have created a path they want to pursue. We become lifelong learners once we realize that learning never ends and there is always room for growth. This picture is from the 2016 Hyro Day concert in Oakland, where over 20,000 people came to see an all-day concert with over 20 acts, including the headliner group Hieroglyphics, who is on stage in this picture. They are a group from Oakland who has been recording for over 25 years. Rapper Opio, who is performing center stage, is a graduate from Skyline High in Oakland, where he met the other two founding members of the band that was established in 1993. At Empower You, we profile professionals in the music, arts, and sports industries, not only to expose students to the artists and the athletes, but also to the vast array of unlimited career opportunities that excite and motivate students to develop skills. The students will learn to research important professionals in the industries and learn the skills and habits it takes to become successful. By studying examples of success, they will build resourcefulness in their own pursuits. Through industry professionals and information, we provide lessons which develop the life skills and career skills for students to pursue their career dreams by creating a career path. We got to talk to the Skyline High grad Opio right before he performed to close out High Road Day 2016.
We're here with OPO, the hieroglyphics, over here at High Road Day in Oakland, where you guys are making it big. How has it been here this year?
It's been a beautiful thing. It's our 5th-year anniversary, man. It's like amazing. Juvenile, Too Short. You know, we got a lot of folks in the house. You know what I mean? Paris. So shout out to everybody that came through and represented for us, man. Dilated Peoples, Beat Junkies. You know what I mean? I can go on and on. Just Blaze. You know, it was pretty crazy, man.
Skyline High grad, what would you say to another young boy or girl coming up in Oakland? What advice would you give them to follow their dream?
I would say this: put education first, because they can't ever take that from you. If you're a person that likes to learn and likes to read, put that first. Education is going to take you everywhere that you need to go. And don't listen to the naysayers. If you believe in yourself and you think that you can do this, the power of the mind is something that, you know, I've learned that firsthand. Thinking and putting my mind to something and being able to do that. This High Road Day, this is just an idea that we had, and now we're here with 20,000 people. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you went to Skyline, I'm a Skyline graduate. You know what I mean? Like, education is first, but if you believe it, you can achieve it. That's what I would say.
There you go. Thanks a lot for your time. Appreciate it, brother. Respect.
I love, man.
Yes,
I want to send a shout out to everybody that came out, man, kept it positive. Can you feel the love out there? Can you feel the energy out there? When I say it's like that, Anna, I want everybody out there to say, I have a big jail. It's like that, Anna. It's like that, Anna. It's like that, Anna.
I'm Brendan Anderson. I hope that you have enjoyed this presentation today. For more information, please contact us at empoweryounetwork.com. Thank you.